Hey everybody, it's Harold with Nurse Angie Reviews and Adventures. Today we are looking at a long-term review. Actually three different models of the Olight pen. We have the Olight little mini pen. We have the Olight O Pen 2 and the Olight O Pen 2 Pro. I believe that's the Pro. Let's take a look here. Yep, O Pen 2 and the O Pen Pro. Very different pens. I've been using them now. Angie's pens are those three, and actually those four, and those are my three. She has a black mini running around somewhere, not sure where it's at. So basically this video is kind of a long-term review on what we like about the pens, how we're liking them, what we don't like. You know, if you know me, all my pens are users. They get used quite a bit. So I don't house a lot of shelf queens, to put it lightly. So the pens in my arsenal, I use the O Pen 2 Pro quite a bit. This pen sees a lot of usage. The number one reason why is I can lock it out. That's a big thing with me. When it's in my pocket, I don't want it to hit that switch and automatically turn on like the Pro does. It's just a nuisance. It really is. I've been really happy with this pen. I have not had to change the ink yet after months and months of use. I work in a warehouse environment and I'm always dropping things, and this pen has held up phenomenally well. Let me adjust my light a little bit here. There we go. Now you might get a better view of it. So it's held up really well. I'm really totally thrilled with it. The battery life has been great. I've been really happy with the battery life. And this is, again, the lockout. This has been the thing I love right there, is lockout, because I carry it in my pants pocket. You know, I wear work polos. Pretty physical job, so, you know, it's nice that it has a lockout. I cannot say that enough. So, my impressions long term on the O Pen 2. Incredible pen, writes really well. Really happy with it. It just gets a lot of looks. People are super impressed with it. And like I said, I've used this quite a bit. You see a few little dings here and there from where I've dropped it. Holding up, 10 stars out of 10. Love it. The Olight Pen Mini. Now, I was one of those that did that trick with the straw. You can see that it's blue in there. Basically, you can cut a little piece of straw out, slide it over that, and now you have a blue interior to your O Pen, which is kind of cool. My thoughts on this pen. I never use it. It's too small. It gets lost in my pocket. I can hardly seem to clip it to my pants because the clip is proportionately small as the pen. And it just doesn't work out too well. I do like the way it feels when I'm writing with it. I do like the bolt action, nice and smooth. That I like. I do like that I can take different pen inserts in there and really modify it. Like in hers, you can see the ink cartridge. And in mine, you get this little baby blue. It looks like it came that way. That's what's cool about that. And you can get really creative with it. Like the bullet casing, shell casing kind of style in there. The mechanisms, that's another thing, is I have a lot of bolt action pens. And this just has this really nice tactile feel to it that I just absolutely love and adore. The other O Pen that I own that I love to hate is this one. This is the copper O Pen Pro. Here's why I don't use this a lot. This thing is always in my pocket, right? It's jostling around in my pocket. Next thing you know, everybody's telling me, "Hey Harold, your light in your pocket is on." There it is, just sticking out for the whole world to see. The light's on. And this is just sitting in my pocket, just getting jostled around, and that's all it takes. Just a little bump to turn the light on. That's it. So, there's no way to lock it out that I'm aware of. I mean, yeah, the laser's nice, but I don't use a laser at work. I love the copper on this pen. The antique finish, yeah, I mean, that's cool. I'd rather it was raw, but I do love the heft of it. I love a good heavy metal pen, like a copper or a brass. The feel of the mechanism on this, it's about the same as the other O Pen. I have no complaints there. I mean, again, my biggest gripe with this would be the fact that it's too easy to turn the thing on. In fact, I'm just going to let the battery die down in this and just use it. Because I don't use it now because of that. I take them to work a lot, and I always put them in my pants pocket. So that's kind of the problem with that one. It's really freaking annoying. It's super annoying. Angie has a few limited editions ones. She's got one of the orange minis, which is pretty cool if you're with Team Orange. I got her the Halloween edition, which was the red speckles, which I absolutely think this is the coolest pen. Only gripe I have is that at the upper part of the pen, there were no red speckles. I'm guessing they did that because they didn't want it to cover up the logo and the model and all that. But to me, the pen just looks incomplete without it. It's still a gorgeous pen, but I just wish it had a little something up here. Another stunning pen is this blue fade. It's got that really nice blue clip, blue button top, and a beautiful fade. That's a beautiful pen right there. Yeah, so that's just some of my pens. We have a pretty large pen collection, as some of you may know. Again, long-term review. I have beaten this O Pen 2 to death, and it just keeps going. I'm super stoked with it. I'm super happy with it. It does such a phenomenal job. No complaints. Again, you know, my only pens that I don't like would be the mini, because it's just too small for me. Now, I can see some really good practical uses out of it, but for me, it's a shelfer. Again, the Pen Pro, again, I really think Olight should think of a way to lock this out, because I think they kind of missed the boat on that, just my opinion. Again, that's the only gripe I have about that pen, though. So I am curious, and I'd like to see what Olight comes out with in the future, what pens they get, what they do with them, where they go with them, what the next big design is going to be. I'd like to see a brass pen. I have a couple brass pens, and I absolutely love them. The other recommendation I would have would be raw copper, just something that we could let patina, like the i5 CU. That would be awesome. And just more creative paint designs, anodizing designs. But again, drop if you have O Pens, tell us what you think, tell us what you like, what you don't like about them. Give us your opinions on them and what changes you'd like to see. God, look at that, isn't that cool? I just love that. That is just a beautiful red hot pen. Again, it's just up there. But like I said, drop in the comments what you guys like, what you don't like, which pens are your favorite, which ones are not. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Wait a minute. Hold on. Do it now. Cheers all. Take care.